Hello, my name is Mike with Jones Insurance Group. Most people refer to me as Big Mike, and my specialty is whole life. And a lot of people are wondering, what is whole life? So whole life is, simply put, it lasts your entire life, the whole life. So with that, you can imagine there's a few benefits. One, it's there as long as you need it. Two, you have the ability to build a cash value internally. And simply what that means, you have access to money if you need to borrow from it. And thirdly, if you run into a pinch, life gets hard. Sometimes we have the flexibility to stop paying for a while and ensure that coverage stays in place. And lastly, we have the ability to use dividends on some policies that might help pay for the premium and or build your cash value. Now, some of the disadvantages to whole life is it costs more initially. Now, ultimately, it's the cheapest way to put permanent coverage in place is to start when you're young and pay over an extended period of time. So if you pay for a term for 30 years and then after, well, let's say 29 years in, you say, I need another term. So you have two different terms for 50 years versus paying for a whole life for 50 years. You're going to pay less over that time for that whole life. So we'd like to sit down with our clients and analyze where they're at, where they need to be, where they want to be, and we cater a plan to get them there. Now with whole life, we have a lot of flexibility because sometimes people say, I can't afford much of it right now. But there's one thing we can all count on. We all do pass away. And that's where whole life really comes into play. That's how you leave your legacy. Because what you don't want to do is pass away and leave your family with nothing. So we always strive with our clients to make sure they have something in place. Not everyone has a lot of money just sitting in the bank account or a retirement account. So when whole life is structured adequately and appropriately, you can really take care of your family. So if you sit down with Jones Insurance Group, we're not going to throw any one plan at you. We're brokers. We have the ability to shop the market. Sometimes one company works for one and it may not work for the other. So you sit down with us and we're going to go through, figure out what fits you best. Give us a call at Jones Insurance Group. Thank you.